Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Hello, Khosi Nation. Kaizer Chiefs 3 and Chippa, Ikanda 0. What are your thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game is Nabi is cooking. Yabona Chiefs, my sister. By the way, shout out to Samge. Kaizer Chiefs starts the game. Samge Lozwane in midfield, and we've talked about this. It seems like the coach really trusts Usamge Lozwane because I was expecting Uplom to start with him. Anyways, I'm not complaining about Usamge Lozwane starting. It was just one thing that I wasn't expecting. And left back, I said yesterday to you guys that I wanted to see Mashane being given an opportunity, and they actually gave him an opportunity. So that made me very happy because I was like, okay, Titloko is gone, but now we have Mashane coming in to do something. So he actually had a solid game. It wasn't great, a 10 out of 10, but he did the basics. You know, he did the things that we wanted him to do. When we were going forward, he was there. But we saw that they were trying to take their opportunities. The only problem that I had with Uzwan is the referee, because within 5 minutes they're giving me a yellow card. Now for the entire game, for a player who plays in that role in midfield, who's supposed to be making tackles and winning the ball back, now he's scared because referee manje usamnikeza yellow card early on in the game. But still, he still tried. He was still solid, but he was still scared in a sense. Then now we talk about how Chiefs were performing in that game. So one thing that they did well is when we started the game, intensity. We're there, we're attacking them every moment of the game until we scored the goal. And then they were like, yeah, we are now going to just relax, which was a problem because now when we were anxious, yo, if you don't score a second goal before halftime, these ones will fix their mistakes. And you saw when we didn't score, they even got a chance of Vuma saved it, and they had some close moments. But then second half, they bring on Andile Charlie. Now you see they have more authority on the ball. They are trying to, you know, assert their dominance and do things. But then Unai was smart enough with his substitutes, especially with Umtu Shabalala, because when Umtu came on, you saw the game, it just came up again, and then we started attacking, and then we got that goal as well. Naboli Lepo, because one of the things that we always say about good players is that they don't just play good, but they also make the other players that they play with look good. So when you look at Umtu, when he came on, you saw people were energized, man. Ubono Lollipop is now playing well. You bona Frostler is overlapping now from the right and he's giving options. And we saw Frostler getting into the box more, having touches in the box, because now there was someone who was playing and, you know, making those passes behind the defense of Chippa United. You also saw Abo Motinabo getting more chances because Usirino played very well, don't get me wrong. But the only thing that was now lacking with Usirino second half is energy, because obviously a man is 34. He hasn't been playing a lot of games in recent matches that we've played. So now what then happens is that Usirino is off, but then you get him too. That's one thing that we've been complaining about, Tuguti. What we want at Kaizer Chiefs is, if we look at the bench, we go, okay, there's something there, we can bring on someone. Yabo. And someone brought it up earlier on in the interviews that the other thing that he saw, we're 2-0 up, and then he brought Mfundo Vilagazi. And then the fans were Bobonila Balandil. All the time when you are here, you see Abalandil, they just go, whoa, you know, all the time. So you also see Uguti Naima Nge, Nawel Kibeli Pola, Abobonsba Chabula, Vele Sonke Chabula, Sifunu Shugela, you know. And that was a good thing. And that's what you want to do with Abu Mfundo Vilagazi, because he's not a starter yet. We've established that. But we still need him when he comes on to not be a game changer, to win a game. For now, he's only 19. You want him to enjoy his football, you want him to grow. Even Mfuke on his first season, when he was playing, what he did was he was coming on but he had freedom, man, to express himself. And if you look at Umfundo right now in today's game, that's exactly what he was doing. He was coming in and he was expressing himself, but also he was still being effective, because at the end of the day, I always tell Ubong Suguti, I don't care for umdlali ozogibela ibhola egcine ngenzanga lutho, but if uzogibela ibhola and then you move forward, that's what I want, because now I'm getting entertainment, but I'm also getting something going forward, because now Mfundo is getting the ball from the left, he's cutting in, he's creating space for Ufrosla to overlap, and then he plays the ball to Mtu can play on Ufrosla, and now there's that combination, man, that you see ukuthi labantu laba bas entertainer, but at the same time they are going forward, they are creating chances. And one player that I also want to talk about is Upule, because Upule Modi for the past 5 games, I've been every game that I even if I make a post-match interview, I will say this: Pule Modi is so good, he just needs to fix his finishing. Like even today, we ended up getting a penalty. I believe Ugutu Modi could have scored. I'm still gonna rewatch the game, obviously, but I still believe that he could have scored that goal before we even got a penalty. But his intensity, Samge, is just like something to be amazed by, because you see Uguti Lomchitalo, he's playing with hunger. Lomchitalo, he's playing with knowing that, hey, I actually need to show something. I need to show aggression. I need to show a hunger as I'm playing the game. And that's something that you need, because sometimes even if a player is not on like playing a 10 out of 10 game, but you still need to see that he's hungry. Yabo. And besides the hunger and pressing, which is the same thing that we can say about Morris, but on top of that, he's more confident now. He's trying those things of dribbling and the rotations between him and Sereno. Sometimes it goes into midfield, sometimes he's pressing, sometimes it goes wide. He gets the ball, he's dribbling past people. He's doing the simple things, man. He's now the Modi that we were wanting when he was playing for Arrows, and now he's bringing that to Chiefs. And that, by the way, is credit to the coaching staff, because if the coaching staff is not giving these players confidence, then you're going to see them playing without confidence. But if you have confidence in the coaching staff, Uguti, they know what they are doing, then now when you're going out there, you can fully express yourself, because you know that the plan works. Especially these things that we see here on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on when we're playing, there are things that were happening from Monday to Friday. Training, and then now they are showing us what they were doing. So if you are confident enough in the plan and you saw it working during training, you are going to come out here on Sunday or Saturday, whenever you are playing, and apply it, right? Because you did it so many times. Kade listen about coach like in previous seasons, bekumele good magmele see City, okay, what kind of game are we gonna have? Ubona abadlali nabo ngathi abekho sure man ukuthi what kind of game is being played, because it's like coach utake onje ngiye wide or ngene phakathi yabo. But if ucoach azi ukuthi wenzani and enenzisa le nto leyo throughout the week, nizofika ni execute as we saw. We seeing Chiefs playing, combining very well yabo. And one thing that I want us to fix is I think Uvuma made a very good save, and now he's becoming more and more comfortable. I just need him to kind of look at the positive things that he's doing and make that a reason to believe in himself more, because I think that he hears what the fans are saying about the negative parts of his game, and sometimes he's too scared. For example, if Chiefs are playing a high line, they are closer to their center line, and there's a huge space between him and our last line of defense. So sometimes you see him hesitating to come out and go kick the ball. So we need him to say, you know what, I've been keeping clean sheets. You know what, I'm now getting better. Hell, I have an assist this season. That doesn't happen for keepers. I am now playing the ball more comfortable. The coaching staff trusts me, obviously. So now let me have more confidence, because that is the thing that we are seeing with Abo Modi. That is the thing that we are seeing, or we saw with Abo Titlokwe. That is the thing that we are seeing with Abo Frosler, because Frosler, by the way, let's talk about Frosler as well. Frosler is one of those players that I had said issue Frosler is on and off, on and off, on and off. But now, for the past 2-3 games, he's on. He's just like, I'm on now. And today there was another variation. I will drop a full video of analyzing with the pictures and everything. But we saw him, he was playing initially when the game started as part of a back three when we were going forward, so that we can form the 3-2-5 when we were going forward. But also second half, it changed. It was no longer required to be forming the back three, but it was now allowed to overlap and create chances when going forward. Even when he was part of the back three, he also did that, but going forward time to time. But we saw discipline, and yes, there are still parts of the game where we're thinking Vuga be early, but we can't complain much because we see a lot of improvement. So we're going to take all the positives that we can get, and the coaching staff, yeah, guys, they are doing a good job. If there's someone who's gonna say, "But napi, sure, guys, and the coaching staff are doing a good job, and if we continue supporting them, sizoba nezinto eziright kakhulu." And I just wanna say one more thing. Actually, look at me counting my time as if people don't want a longer video. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm sorry for those who want a longer video. You'll find it tomorrow on the full match analysis. But what I want to say is that even Aborang, because the team is playing with confidence, even the players who seem like they have low confidence, they come into a team that is full of confidence and they start looking a bit better. He didn't do much today, but the third goal, he's the one who shot with power. We've been talking about shoot, guys, shoot. Umodi, one of the things that we complain about, he gets the ball, edge of the box, just kill the ball, he doesn't. Ranga gets the ball, same position, he shoots. The keeper can't hold the ball because it was hit with pace and conviction. He fails to save the ball, and then Umodi was there to finish off the job. So all of those things should be reasons for Abo Ranga to have more confidence, and we're just gonna see this thing spreading across the team. But it was a beautiful game.
According to you, who's the man of the match?
Man of the match. Let me see. Okay, my man of the match. It's difficult, but ucele ungidlalelile today, because in midfield, especially after Samgelo Kore yellow card, he was 12. He was just the guy who was like carrying that midfield. So I would say that Ucele played very well for me. The control that you have in midfield, it was just beautiful. But I would also say Umodi was a close second. And man, it's no Frost. I cannot mention Frost. Yeah, I cannot mention Frosla. I cannot mention Frosla for the reasons that I said. Uguti, he was part of a back three, but then when he had to adapt his game plan or the tactical approach, he was still there. You understand? So that is the thing that I'm gonna say, Uguti. Those three, I'm gonna put them there, but I'm gonna say Ucele probably edges it more than the other guys.
Great. Ucele is the man of the match, and according to the previous people you have interviewed, said the same thing. So goes to Ucele. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe.